Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, February the 1st, 2023. Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to put it out there, even though I was going to save it for last, but I can't. Harmony tried. Come on, Willow, honey. Come on, Callie. Come on. Take my hand. Please take. Wasn't the light beautiful? Come with me. It's beautiful right here. And we have Willow um, reaching for her hand. You can't see it well in the camera. Reaching for her hand. It is reaching for her hand. She actually takes her hand, and I was like, "Wait a minute. What's happening here? Why is she taking her hand?" Right? And Michael is praying. Because they got word to Michael that Willow's in surgery. She took a turn, and so he leaves the baby, and he leaves Carly, tells Carly and Josh to stay with the baby. And he goes up there on the 10th floor where he's with Nina and Sonny, and Nina's praying, "Please save my daughter." Because see, that's all, she doesn't belong to nobody else. It's my daughter. Please save my daughter. Not Willow. Lord, please save Willow. Nope, my daughter. And so Michael's like, "Willow, please come back to us. Not my sweetheart, not my girlfriend, not my fiance, not Wiley's mom, but her name's Willow. Willow, please." And so needless to say, Carly wanted to go be with Michael, but Jocelyn was like, Mom, Sonny and Nina are there. You already know something will be said by either of them. And you are going to get into a fight with them because something said that's all Carly needs because everybody's on edge, right? So she goes, "You're right." She goes, "Michael asked us to stay with the baby. Let's stay with the baby." And look, they dusted Bobby out of retirement to be the nurse on duty to take care of her beautiful grandbaby. And boy, is that a beautiful, good God Almighty. Got to be what? Anywhere from 3 to 5 months old. Too big to even fit in the receiving blanket. Because we all know, don't we, ladies who's had kids, you have a newborn baby in the hospital, that baby is swallowed up in the blankie, up to the neck, can't move like a papoose. This baby's like, "Where's my booty from my feet? Where's my teething ring? Got my hand in my mouth." And don't think about swaddling me in a blanket at all, because I'm out there. When I'll get to that later. Oh my God, because I'm getting out. Oh, you know what? I gotta go there. I gotta go there. So Bobby gives the baby to Michael, and she was almost saying, "Dada." Dada. But beautiful. Oh my, I have never seen this many shots of a beautiful baby in a soap opera before. I'm like, okay, that baby belongs to somebody on the cast. That's either somebody's grandbaby, somebody's baby on the, because they got all the gorgeous shots of this little one. Wowzers, right? That baby was so big, I thought Michael was going to sling it on his hip. Hilarious, but gorgeous. Ooh, man. Anyway, so back to Willow. She was going with Harmony, and then she heard Michael say Willow. Because Carly, Harmony's like, "Come, let me lead you. We're going to finally get that peace and tranquility that we've been searching for all our lives." And Willow's like, "But wait, what about my family?" And Harmony's like, well, I am your family, you know? And Willow, did Willow say you're not my mother? But Harmony said, I've been there, you know, all this thing, you know, I've taken care of you. And I'm thinking, girl, you didn't protect that young woman at all, period. Matter of fact, you fed her to the wolves. So, Harmony, but anyway, so we don't know. They leave Willow there. And then all of a sudden, as soap operas do, the doctor comes to the family with this look on their face. Doctor, doctor, how's Willow? Oh, Willow's fine. Yeah, she came out with flying colors. You know, matter of fact, she's in the ICU, you know, just caution, you know. Why'd you come out looking like that? Scaring us all. Willow made it through. You coming over to the family. You might not be cheesing it up, but you're like, your eyes are saying, I got good news for y'all. Not, but they do that all the time. They do it all the time, right? So Michael says, can I go and be with her? Sure, go on up there. Now, we all know, everybody, you've been in the hospital. When you in recovery, that hour or so that you're in recovery, do they let family, friends, anybody be with you? No. You know, not while you just come out of surgery and you're in that little recovery period because they're monitoring you closely. No. But anyway, this is soap opera. So Michael goes by her side, and I was so happy. I said, oh, thank God. Because man, I didn't want to have to be pissed off at General Hospital. And I would have been pissed off had they made Willow die needlessly. Just like I'm hearing some stinking rumors in comment corner, y'all better be wrong. Heather's gonna come and steal. See, I'm so sick of baby switches, stolen babies. You know, you don't see your newborn for first 6 to 8 months of his life. No, why would they do that? Willow has already had heartbreak with her first child, Jonah. Why would they have her go through everything she went through to keep this baby safe, only to have this baby kidnapped? Writers, come on now. We got enough material with Esme and her baby. Enough material to deal with. We don't need, we do not need Willow's baby stolen. And then we got Esme. Nicholas comes back and she's like, oh, she's thinking, that's my boyfriend's father. That's my handsome boyfriend's father. Not so handsome, this guy, but my boyfriend's handsome. And he's like, she's looking like, well, where's, because now remember, actually, no. Did he tell her today or was that yesterday that he was the father of their baby? I think this was just a carryover. Yeah, he told her at the end of yesterday's episode, so they're still there, and she's still in shock. And she's like, you, well, wait a minute, what kind of person am I to have a boyfriend like that? And I slipped, you know? And he's like, we were both in a sad place. We were both vulnerable, and we connected with each other, and but you trust me immensely, and you this, that, and the other. She goes, I do, yes. And he goes, she goes, but look, I know you're paying for my attorney, and you bought this psychiatrist here who stayed all of 10 minutes and ran out of here. She's like, I don't know. And he goes, no, look, I came to bring you this. This is just to make sure. I want you to know that all this is I'm going to make sure our baby is taken care of until you get out, and then you'll be reunited. But I need you to sign these papers. Well, shouldn't my lawyer be here? No. You trust me. I do? Yeah, you do. Oh, so she's like, my goodness, I don't know, right? He goes, listen, I'm going to leave these papers with you, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll pick them up. And she's like, okay. And I'm thinking, where is Heather, and why have we not seen Ryan come out? This is getting ridiculous with that. She's in the exact same spot. This place is not, I got an eyelash that's driving me crazy, y'all. This this place does not segregate the males from the females. We know that all too well, right? So anyway, Esme, and look, she's not faking her amnesia, because Nicholas left, and she's like, why is it that I just don't want to sign these papers? Like, I don't feel like I should be signing these. And she's trying to figure out what's happening. Why, you know? Now, if Heather came out, Heather would be saying, look, girl, don't you dare do that, right? This means this, and that. You're giving up your parental. I mean, there's probably all kind of stuff in that paper. Even though, guess what? It shouldn't be able to hold up in court because Esme has amnesia and would not know what she's given. No, come on, Nicholas. So then we have time with Trina. She's trying to convince Spencer that going down that road is just the wrong road. That that's not the right way to do it. And she says, I really believe there's more to this. You know, yes, your father made that confession, but why would he do that? Your father has never, recorded himself doing anything like that. Spencer's like, I don't care. Look, this could be used as leverage. And she goes, and why would Ava give that to you? She goes, Spencer, I don't know. And so they get to the chapel, and she's like, look, why won't you just go to the police with it? He goes, no. He's like, I would rather go to my father with it because he's not going to want it to come out. And then he's going to just give up the fight. And I don't ever have to go to the police with this. I mean, it's like, I don't necessarily, he all but said, I don't necessarily want him to go to jail. I just don't want him raising the baby. Right. So she's like, I don't know. And Jordan walks in, after Curtis seeing Jordan, because, okay, back to Jordan, Portia, Stella. Portia's like, you ready, Stella? You ready to go to try on the dress? And Jordan's looking at Stella like, you better go ahead, Aunt Stella. Ball's in your court. Do what you want. So Stella's like, yeah. And she's hesitant, and she's looking at Jordan. Jordan's looking at her like, hey, girl, do what you think you need to. So Stella is quiet all the way to the dress place, and now Jordan walks out, and Curtis sees her because he came to support Nina. I just heard, and I heard, Willow's your daughter, and blah, blah, blah. The only thing they didn't get into was Carly bashing, thank God, So he stayed a hot minute. He just says, I'm here to support you. And he made sure that they knew they were both invited to the wedding. It wouldn't be a wedding without her, and blah, 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 blah. So he sees Jordan at the elevator, and he goes, oh, hey, Jordan, because he told Nina, I'm going to be at Britt's memorial to support you and your family. So she goes, thank you so much, Curtis. And so he says, well, what are you doing here, Jordan? She goes, no, I'm here for Britt Westmore's memorial service. And I want the family to know, that they have the sympathy of the police department, and we're trying to do everything we can. She goes, and he goes, ooh, that could be tough, families, especially when crimes haven't been solved. They can really throw daggers. And she goes, I know. And she goes, I understand. And I could take it. And he goes, well, you won't be alone. He's pretty much said, I'm gonna be there too. And so he goes, but Portia, it seems like something else is bothering you. It really does. And she goes, no, he goes, because I've known you a long time, Jordan. And she goes, no, she's thinking because Stella's on the case, I don't have to say nothing, you know? And when you do find out, Jay, you may be pissed, but you're going to also know that I didn't feel that was my place. So there we have it. So Stella and Jordan are at the place, the boutique that's making the dress. And that's my Yorkie Oliver barking. He actually wants to go, or he actually might be stuck on a couple of the stairs. I told you 14. This is probably both of their last years. He's stuck on one of the stairs. He has now weak hinds, so he can't hind legs, so he really can't hoist himself up to the next steps. And he's barking. Now he could come down, but he wants to go up, and he wants me to get up to finish taking him up the stairs. Because normally I have this little sling, doggy sling thing, and I put him in. It's kind of like a knapsack kind of thing, and I carry him up the stairs at night, and I bring him down in the morning. But anyway, he's trying to make me do what he wants right now, and he knows I'm recording, knows that. So anyway, back to the life of daily recap, lady. So Stella's still thinking like, this heifer, she's lying to my nephew. And then that heifer Jordan is making me be the bad guy. So she's she goes, you seem kind of quiet, Stella. What's going on? It's just, weddings are very important events. And well, how many have you been to, Stella? Portia. Because see, deep down, I'm thinking, Portia's thinking, did Jordan tell Stella? And Portia's trying to feel it out, but not really make it come out, right? And so Stella says, ooh, plenty. I've been to plenty weddings, yeah. And what's interesting is just things always seem to come out at weddings sometimes. Oh, Stella, see, cutting her off. I got this for you. This beautiful bracelet, family heirloom. And she goes, I want you to wear it at my wedding. Now, if you tell somebody, I have this, I want you to wear it at my wedding, I'm not assuming that you're giving it to me. I'm assuming you want me to wear it at your wedding and give it back to you when it's over, especially if it's a family heirloom. And so Stella says, she looks at it and closes it because it kind of pissed her off a bit. She goes, I couldn't do that. This has been in your family for generations. Because she goes, it's been in my family for generations. She goes, no, I wouldn't feel right having this. You should keep it for Trina. And she goes, well, I'm hoping you'll pay it forward. And when Trina wants to get married years and years and years from now, you can give it to Trina. So Stella still had already given it to Jordan back, right? I mean, not Jordan, Portia. And it's just looking at it like, girl, please. So Stella comes out the room in her dress. And I tell you, that was a gorgeous dress on her. She came out in that dress, and I was like, oh, go ahead, Stella. I love that dress. Love it. The design, it fit her so well. And Portia holds up the bracelet. Oh, you look beautiful. And she puts it on Stella. This sets it off. And she goes, turn around. Look at Stella still standing there like, you know what? This ain't right. It ain't right. And so she turns, look at yourself in the mirror. She turns Stella around, and Stella's just looking in the mirror and she's kind of looking at Jordan behind her. Stella, I think may hold this for a day. She might sit on the information for one day. She's definitely not going to sit on it till, I don't think she would sit on it all that, because Stella can't hold water and she can't keep her emotions in. So I'm saying, but in soap opera land, maybe it'll be next week when it comes out close to the wedding. But Stella, she's not going to stay quiet. She might try to see how she could get a DNA test done by her and Trina or something, but Stella's not going to stay quiet. So I can't wait for that information to come out. I can't wait at all. So that pretty much was absolutely it. The best news was that Willow made it. Thank God, because any baby that looks this beautiful needs a mommy, needs her mommy. Wow, right? And we have, what else was I going to say? Nina. Oh, Elizabeth's mother came to visit her, told her what Nicholas did. And Elizabeth was kind of like, well, thanks for telling me. And I'm thinking, yeah, she ain't giving up too much emotions to her mama, but she gonna let Nicholas have it. And Nicholas shows up at the hospital, and Nicholas looks at him, and I thought, uh-oh, it's gonna be on tomorrow. It's gonna be on with Nicholas. And then when Jordan came into the chapel, Trina and Spencer were there, and she goes, oh, you know what? I could come back. I could give you two some privacy. And Trina says, no, you know what? Spencer has something he wants to say to you. And Trina says, I'll give you two some privacy. And she walks out, and Spencer's looking like, well, now I got to think fast on my feet and lie, because I absolutely have nothing to say to Jordan. So let me think real quick. When it comes back tomorrow, guess what, everybody? Spencer ain't telling her nothing. Look, Trina, she might be his conscience, but look, how much do we all listen to our consciences, really, right? So let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. There are quite a few comments. I'm gonna breeze right through the comments. Casey says, Joss is acting like it's hard for her to find time to go to Brisk Memorial. Really got me aggravated. Britt was the only person that saved Joss's life. How disgraceful. I hope she thinks twice about it and goes to honor Britt. She's going to go, but you know what, guys? Isn't this memorial service taking the longest to get underway? There's no old Britt, no nothing. I mean, what, did everybody show up there hours early? Because nobody's there at the service. It hasn't even started. And then me, aka Sandra Claus, says perhaps Harmony isn't there to summon Willow. Perhaps Harmony is there to help Willow. Look, Harmony did everything but grab her hand and run to the light. She was there to get her to the light. Alexandra says, I hate this version of Sonny. He chooses everybody over in this passive aggressive. I just wish they'd bring the wheelman back in the storyline. It's getting on my nerves even more. Who's the wheelman? I don't understand who the wheelman is. I read this earlier and I thought, well, who's the wheelman? Hello there says, I was pretty shocked to see Caroline come in with Nicholas after she walked out on him at Windermere earlier this month. It will be interesting to see if she runs into Heather at Spring Ridge or even Jeff while visiting Heather. I'm starting to wonder if Jeff is really Esme's father or not. Ryan, that ought to be interesting between him and Carolyn as well. I mean, really, like Carolyn ran into nobody there. Ryan pretty much assumes that Heather was pregnant with his child, but maybe she lied and didn't really know who the father was. Instead, perhaps she had also visited a visit with Jeff at the same time. She met Ryan when she was on the run. This would have been 20 to 21 years ago. As Carolyn said, Jeff is not perfect, and Ryan would be less than thrilled, to say the least, if this was the case. Great recap. Have you ever thought of doing a Zoom or YouTube chat with all of us Comment Corner folks? You know what? Once we reach 1,000 subscriptions, I think I will do something special. I will reach out to the regular Comment Corner commenters pretty much and see if you want to be on a Zoom with me. You know, you can have your camera on or off, just we've got you got to be dressed. Come on now, because I know how to turn off some cameras and mute some mics and boot you off if you're not right. But anyway, that is a thought. And yes, I am going to do something special. I will definitely do something special. Then we also have, let's see, we have, yeah, let me see, my little comments kind of shifted around here. I said I would definitely do that. Where was that? There we go. Nakisha says, I think they could charge Nicholas with attempted murder. They could frame it as if he thought he killed her when he made the confession video. Esme did show up soaking wet. Only Ava and Nicholas know when the video was framed. Well, remember now, Ava gave Spencer a link to that video on the cloud. So that video is going to be time-stamped. She put that up there a long time ago. She probably put it on the cloud. Like, remember when the actual letter got stolen from her? So LaShanta says, I love how Jordan and Stella, Jordan let Stella put the pieces behind her. Curtis got all this smoke for Carly. Your time is short. I can't wait. Do anybody remember when Nina came back from Nixon Falls? Curtis instantly, I'm talking about blink of an eye, instantly forgave her for keeping Sonny from his family. Really? I like Drew, but he's too soft. Now Ava knows this video's a lie. I can't wait until it blows up. Joss has been friends with Trina, but she is too judgmental. That's probably why she hasn't confided in her. As far as telling Trina about Spencer, I don't know, what do you mean by as far as telling Trina about Spencer? Don't Spencer do the same thing with Cam? Well, they all try to tell each other really bits and pieces of what they really, but you know what friends don't do that. Friends don't tell each other everything. We know, do we tell our friends everything? Nope. Congratulations to Willow and Michael. Now Nina's gonna be left out because of her actions. Willow might allow them to have access to the baby. Does anyone remember Nina told Jax to let Carly stay a Willow? Yeah, Nina was pushing her into being a bigamist when she married Jason. She knew Carly was still married. Ron says this guy doesn't fit the part of Nicholas. Is it just me, or does he look too old? I never really liked this guy, Adam, whatever his name is. It come up a little bit later as Nicholas. I mean, not that I don't like the actor. To me, it just doesn't look the part of Nicholas. And Portia will be left at the altar. Her lies will catch up to her, and she will, and everyone will be pissed. Lisa says Harmony did ask for forgiveness. So it's possible she could be. Lisa, what you thinking about? What you talking about? When did she ask for forgiveness? She was trying to, Carly. No, I just tried to please come here. I got something to tell you. I didn't hear her say, I'm sorry for trying to kill you. She was sorry. Nope, she wasn't sorry. Lisa says, I think Ava wants to hurt Nicholas even more by fracturing his relationship with his son. Doesn't Ava know that Esme could dispute the video if she remembers? I know Esme could blow up everybody's spot. Spencer will dislike Ava again because she knew the video was a lie, and she used Spencer not to help him, but to get back at Nicholas. Spencer will know Nicholas did the video to protect Ava. Hopefully, Ava's lie will motivate Spencer to get Windermere Castle back from her. We'll see. But you know, with them writing Nicholas out for 3 months, who knows what they're going to do. Anariata, I expected Josh to tell Trina her version of what happened and not the truth. Manipulating liar. At least Spencer and Trina are communicating. Aunt Stella is coming, Portia. Yay. The little one is here. The baby is beautiful. A little heart and hug. Poor Willow. Willow will make it to drive Nina crazy. Yeah, they're going to have some good storyline with that. Oh, and Curtis, from your mouth manifested into your life. That 20-year-old secret, yeah, it's coming to haunt him. Deborah says, burn down the house, Aunt Stella. LOL. Hope they still have a party and the cake. Curtis is going to be up on his high horse, just like Drew. Now they should be concerned about Trina. She's innocent. Curtis is a grown man. Her mother's been lying to Trina her whole life and to her dad, Taggart. He'll be brokenhearted. Trina and Spencer are going to have a fake, they're going to fake getting married. Why would they do that? All for nothing if Esme's child dies. That's why Heather sneaks into the hospital and takes their baby. I hope that doesn't happen. But I was surprised Esme's child lived because she fell into that. I mean, come on now. Linda says, I think Willow will live and see her family. Harmony is probably there to comfort Willow because out of everything Harmony did, she was trying to be a mom for Willow. You never knew what Harmony was up to. And then we have Genesis says that Nina lost both of her daughters because Willow's biological grandmother, Madeline. Well, why didn't you just say because of Nina's mama, Madeline, sold her off so she can get Nina's inheritance. Willow is no saint either. She cheated on Chase with Michael while she was married to him. Let's get that record straight. The only reason Willow married Chase was on his dying bed and not supposed to even live for the next hour. And she did that so that man could die happy. She and Michael were already together. Okay. They were, bottom line, Michael had already distanced himself from Sasha because it wasn't working. Willow went by to tell Chase that she and Michael were getting back together again when Chase, no, she went to tell him and he fell out. She was the one who got him to the hospital. Then to make his wish come true is if he could marry Willow. She didn't come up with the idea, hey, Chase, I want to marry you because I love you. Nope. He wanted to marry her, and she went to Michael and said, this is his dying wish. And I want to do this to make his dying wish come true. And Michael went along with it. But then, gosh darn it, guess who didn't die? Oops. Oops, right? But Willow and Michael still were good friends with him and now wanted to get him through the woods because now he couldn't walk. Brought him into the Quartermain house. Now, Willow never consummated that marriage to Chase at all. Okay. And it was killing them to put Chase first. So no, Willow wasn't giving into his desire, her desires, cheating on Chase. No. Then look, Chase drugged that baby out. He could walk, but he was too busy trying to hang on to Willow. So no, nope. Willow is not just some cheater. I absolutely know. She stayed married to him way too long. She was too good a person. I would have been, boy, you lived. you know, doggone well. That was your dying wish, and I granted it. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Michael said some nasty words to Sasha over the ploy. I think that was when they thought that Sasha and Chase set up the whole sleeping together thing. But yes, Chase and Sasha did it so that Willow and Michael could have custody of the baby. And what did Sasha get? Her husband and son deceased. If anyone deserves to go insane, yes, it is Sasha. Sasha, I'm surprised because, they were teetering over the fact of her doing an overdose on the show for having nothing to live for. Sasha's storyline ended up tragic. I really wish somehow they could have turned it around that Sasha really was Nina's daughter. I really, really did that. Wish that. But Brando dying and them losing baby Liam had nothing to do with Michael and Willow. Nothing. And Nina was so wrong when she went to Willow's house after, that, and Willow had just gotten up from the couch, and Nina laid in on her about, you need to go to the park and help Sasha. You look at you. You got everything. You got Michael. You got Wiley. You got your career. You got another baby on the way, and Sasha has nothing. It's like, chick, get the heck out of here. Right? Everything Willow has nothing to do with Sasha. But Nina sure did go in and make it all about, how dare you have your piece of happiness, and Sasha doesn't have anything. You could see the chick was sick, could barely stand. And you talking about getting dressed, going to a park, helping decorate a square, actually a little park square, over something you volunteered somebody else to go do. Okay, now where are we? Let's see. Carly didn't want Nina to have a relationship with Wiley. No, she didn't. Because Nina was a loose cannon, right? And Carly felt Nina might say something to Wiley, but guess what? It was up to Michael and Willow, right? And Michael and Willow allowed Nina to come and have access to Wiley. And she brought him a gift. And the very first time she was alone with Wiley, the very first time, right? Nina and Michael left the room so she could spend some time with Wiley, right? What did Nina do to this 3-year-old? Willow's not your real mother. You want to know what? You want to know how I'm your grandmother? I'm your grandmother. Willow's not your real mother. Your real mother's name was Nell, and Nell was my daughter. 3-year-old, right? What do you mean Nina's not mommy's not my real mommy? What, huh? Right? And Willow had come in and said, Wiley, it's time for me to take you up to get your bath. And Michael comes in and says, well, thank you. She goes, thank you for the visit with Wiley. And Michael says, no problem. And all of a sudden, Willow comes running in tears. And Michael's like, Willow, what's the matter? Wiley just told me that I'm not his real mommy Nina told him that. And they looked at her and she's like, well, I felt he should know. You all haven't told him about his real nail. Oh no, see, no, no, no. So no, it's not. Carly didn't say, hey, I think it's a good idea for you to tell Wiley how you're related. Okay, I think you should. No, Carly didn't do it, didn't goad her into it. Nina did that because Nina couldn't stand Willow from day one, everybody. Let's not forget that. That was just one nail Nina did into Willow's head, was the Wiley thing. That's not your real mother. There we go. So I don't even want to hear that. Then okay, Genesis also talked about, yes, Harmony did drag, she pimped out Willow to Shiloh into the sex in the cult, exactly. And then that whole storyline was an insult to rape victims. Yeah, I think they kind of told the truth about what happens with the cult life. As much as they could. I don't know. I haven't been in that, but you know. And then oh, you know what? You did some acronyms that I don't know what you meant. Instead of being fake, IANA, about it, family, no more talk. Genesis, what is IANA? You may be new to my channel. I'm horrible with acronyms. Horrible. I sat there when I read it the first time and I said, what is IANA? 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 I don't know. So when you come back with the comment, can you tell me what that was? Because I don't know what you meant. And let's go to Michael. For the life of me, I don't understand why Caroline went to Spring Ridge. I know, without talking to Elizabeth. When did Nicholas convince Carolyn to go? The last time we saw her, she turned him down. I know. I loved all the scenarios Stella was going through to see how she and Trina were related, to have that DNA match. This wedding is not going to happen. Thank you, Curtis, for taking up for our girl, Nina. Curtis is really going to give it to Portia when the truth comes out. I like the scenes between Spencer and Trina. At one point, Trina asked Spencer, if he saves his sibling, who's going to save him? And Spencer replied, well, that's your job. This Harmony certainly would not be in heaven. Harmony didn't use her last breath to repent. Instead, she used it to confess to Carly. Thank you, Michael, about her sins, and convince Carly to keep the sin going. Don't follow her, Willow. Don't follow her, Willow. It's hot. It's too hot where she's at. I like that. They're going to revive Willow. She's going to be in a coma for a while. Hopefully not too long. Great recap. I hope they don't put her in a coma. Because I want her to hold her baby. LaShunta says Aunt Stella was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yes, she was. She was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was Will Smith's mama. Cindy says Adam Huss is doing well as someone, does well as someone to finish the scenes for Marcus Coma. Yeah, until they really truly figure out what they're going to do with Nicholas now that Coma's gone. But it's hard to picture him as a permanent Nicholas. Did he really I'd be willing to give him a chance, but we can't help but compare him to the previous actor who had the role. The show hasn't given us much info on what they plan to do with Nicholas. I know, but see, even Marcus Coma didn't hold a candle, in my opinion, to Tyler Christopher, the original Nicholas. Hello there says a lot of people said the same thing about Coma. I know when he first got the role, they compared him a lot until he left, and now he's gone. They're crying that he left. To me, it's just my opinion. But this guy brings much more presence as a Cassadine. Yeah, he is a little more stronger Cassadine because Tyler Christopher was a strong, silent Cassadine. You couldn't sometimes figure out what he's plotting. I always felt Coma looked like he could be a frat brother and Ava's son more than a lean, mean Cassadine when he was married to her. Victor looks more her age than Coma did. He could have played her son. Yeah, but you know what? I think that's why they put them together, because Nicholas, Ava likes him young. So they got this younger version of Nicholas. You know, and that's more Ava's style. Because when they were on Cassadine Island and Nicholas got shot, it was actually Tyler Christopher that got shot. No, I think even on that plane, they had some stand-in. I think Tyler Christopher had already left. When he left and Ava was on the same plane as him, and Valentine shot him. You know what? Daily Recap Comment Corner fans, let me know. When Valentine shot Nicholas, was it Tyler Christopher or was it a recast? Because I think they had a short recast of Nicholas that got shot, and then we didn't see Nicholas for years. I really believe so, but I don't remember, and I'm not going to look that up. So Lucy says to Hello There's comment, so true. And Jane said, it's bugging me. What show was Aunt Stella used to be on? And Sandy says Aunt Stella will burn the house down. Hello there says yes. Stella's back, baby. But it was answered after that. She was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's the show she was on. And then Stella's back with a bang, baby. Go Aunt Stella. So everybody's cheering that on. So we got to see when she's going to blow, because Stella's going to blow, y'all. And Casey says this Nicholas is being played by Adam Huss. And then Lucy says that stand-in actor, he looks like Nicholas. He looked like Nicholas Cassadine from the back view. Thanks for a fantastic GH recap. We enjoy them immensely. Well, thank you, Lucy. It's my Kara coughing, my dog coughing there. She's been doing very well, huh? Remember, for a while, she was really interrupting my recaps, but yeah, her little respiratory thing's getting better. NK says, oh God, if Spencer uses Ava's video, he'll bring down Elizabeth. Everyone's going to ask, how did Nicholas take care of a pregnant Esme, and how she had an affair and not notice anything at Windermere. I know, because they weaved in way too many stories with her and Nicholas, and I was pregnant, now I'm not pregnant, and oops, now look, Esme's the real one pregnant, and that had to be the stupidest. But guess whose plan that was? That was Nicholas's plan. So of course it was going to be stupid, right? It'll be really ridiculous, because all his plans are ridiculous. So anyway, everybody, that's it for the daily recap for General Hospital. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap.